I don't think there's a film like Fargo out there. Fargo is a 1995 film directed and written by Ethan and Joel Coen, who are probably together in my top 5 favorite directors of all time. This is the third in a line of reviews. I reviewed Blood Simple and Miller's Crossing, and now I'm jumping a couple films to Fargo. You know, it's very difficult saying Fargo is my second favorite Coen Brothers film after No Country for Old Men. But don't let that make you think that I don't think Fargo is a masterpiece. This is an absolute masterpiece in crime and comedy cinema. The closest films I can think about that are structurally similar to Fargo are the works of Robert Altman and early Paul Thomas Anderson, specifically Magnolia. But this is nowhere near as long. In Fargo, we are following a handful of people, which means we're going through a handful of stories, a handful of crime stories. We got William H. Macy, who is a husband, a father, a son-in-law, and a very insecure man, financially speaking. And he hires Steve Buscemi and another hitman to kidnap his wife and do a fake ransom to his father-in-law. He's trying to screw everybody over. He tells Buscemi and the other hitman that he's only asking for $80,000, but he's really asking for like 700,000, or was it 400? I don't remember, but a much bigger sum. And because he wants to do like this lot, get this parking lot or something, I don't know. They don't really explain it too well in the film, but that's his storyline. And then you have the robbers turn hitman storyline, which is a lot darker than the other one, especially the one hitman. I don't know his name per se, but he's a German fellow, I believe. He's also in The Big Lebowski as one of the nihilists. And that story is pretty entertaining. You know a film is good if it's from the 90s and Steve Buscemi's in it. That is a sign of Kino right there. And then the final story is Frances McDormand's story as a pregnant cop, and she's like the best cop ever. She is like a Sherlock Holmes style of cop. Maybe not that huge, but something like that, right? And amazingly, she doesn't appear until 30 minutes into the film. 30 minutes. The film is only an hour and a half, an hour and 97 minutes. Frances McDormand, this is probably my favorite role of hers. And when it comes to Coen Brothers, it's so amazing from seeing her in Blood Simple and now seeing her in this, how much she's grown as an actress. And she's grown, like, role-wise from being the somewhat femme fatale to being the detective. I think that's absolutely amazing. What else is amazing is this film taking place in the snow. The snow looks so beautiful. This is the second time the Coens worked with Roger Deakins, and you know what? It's amazing. This film is simply beautiful. There's a lot of simple cinematography, but there's beauty in that simple cinematography, especially in the snow. And I'm thinking about, you know, all those up shots of William H. Macy's car driving or Steve Buscemi's car driving, and somewhat repeat imagery, but you know, it's poetry. It repeats itself. Again, this story is about William H. Macy hiring two hitmen, and it says back here it's Steve Buscemi and Peter Stormare to kidnap his wife, and it goes south from there. You know, the Peter Stormare is one of my favorite archetypes in a Coen Brothers film, which is a commentary on evil. This guy is just evil. Once they have any obstacle, they kill it. He kills it. He kills several people in the middle of the film. in the somewhat beginning of the film, and that's how Frances McDormand gets involved. If they never killed those people, the state trooper and the pedestrians, this movie does not happen. A different film happens. And that means if Peter Stormare represents evil, Frances McDormand represents the good and the goodness of people, and how just a little bit of effort in living a simple life, you know what, that's good enough. That's good enough. But you got William H. Macy, who gives probably a career-defining role, and then Steve Buscemi. And Steve Buscemi is in so many good films in the 90s. You got In the Soup, you got this, you got Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction. He's such a great talent during this era. I want to comment a little on the William H. Macy character. He's really despicable, right? He is really, really despicable, and you don't like him at all. He has this, I know it's a Minnesota type thing where there's a politeness, but he is overly polite. He gets his wife kidnapped. All he thinks about is getting that money, because I guess he's assuming everything's going to be okay. And one of the greatest scenes of the film is the kidnapping has happened, and you hear him, it cuts to him talking to his father-in-law, whose name's Jerry, and he's saying, hey, your Jane's been kidnapped. And you think he's on the phone, and the camera turns, and nope, he's rehearsing how he should talk to his father-in-law, and it's just brilliant. Brilliant storytelling, brilliant acting, brilliant everything. Kino scene, probably the best scene in the whole film. But yeah, William H. Macy, he's a very, very great character in this. Very great. It's, you know, he kind of gets typecast as this type of guy if you watch, you know, Boogie Nights. It's the same type of tone, but he's amazing. I simply love that guy. And Frances McDormand, she's a treasure. Like I said, probably my favorite role of hers. She does so well as the detective, as the police officer. And she kind of goes on like a misadventure during the film. That's, you know, kind of drags on, but hey, it's still great. What makes this film noir is that ending. Frances McDormand just got Peter Stormare in the backseat of her cruiser, and she's having this monologue about, you know, him killing people. And for what? For money. For some money. And at the end of the day, killing anybody for any amount of money, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But she goes home, she sees her husband Norm, who just got his painting won a what is it called? I don't use them. Postage stamp on the 3-cent stamp, and she's happy for him. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful ending, and it makes you appreciate your own life afterwards. It makes you be thankful for what you have and how you are living. So, yep. The Coen Brothers, you did it again. My second favorite film from you guys. If you're watching this, get back together. Make something beautiful. And this film, I watched it on 4K for the first time. I had the Blu-ray. I still have it, but I bought this. And the 4K is about Shout Select, and it's gorgeous. I absolutely loved it. The colors pop. The sound's amazing, and no complaints with the resolution or the transfer. I do wish these had better or more special features. They're very slim, but they're there. It's almost the same exact features as my Blu-ray. So if you got the Blu-ray and you want to upgrade, I would highly suggest, yes, upgrade. It's an amazing, amazing upgrade. So that's the video, everybody. I do plan on covering The Big Lebowski next. Not sure if I'll continue with this Coen Brothers film review marathon. You know, The Man Who Was Never There just got announced from Criterion for February, so I'm very excited for that. I can't wait for that. That's a great film. I've seen it once, never bought it. You know, I'm saying I'm excited for it, but if you want to go buy it right now on Blu-ray, you can. But I don't know. Something about Criterion just makes me so excited to buy. You know, I owned No Country on regular Blu-ray, and I bought it on this 4K. Yeah, I may continue Burn After Reading, Oh Brother Out Thou. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you like to see me cover more Coen Brothers films after The Big Lebowski, or should I go to another filmmaker? Let me know down below. If you don't know, I'm Jack from Manelli Studio Entertainment, and if you want to join my little film community, subscribe down below. I will be eternally grateful for you. I'm trying to hit 150 subscribers by the end of November. You should be a part of that. Make it happen, people. Make it happen. If you can dream it, you can live it, right? Is that the saying? I don't remember. But thank you for watching. I'm Jack from Manelli Studio Entertainment. Comment down below if you think I should keep going with the Coen Brothers after The Big Lebowski or change it up. And let me know what your favorite Coen Brothers films are down below. And check out the other ones. Check out my other reviews. They were pretty good. With that being said, I'm Jack from Manelli Studio Entertainment saying, go watch the Coen Brothers. They're amazing.